Hello there, Libra, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I am going to be doing your weekly tarot reading. This will be good for the week of October 11th through the 17th. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for some more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, Libra, let's see what you have this week. Yang. Oh my goodness, I love that. Okay, and higher power. So it's really listening to your intuition about how to move forward this week or what action to take. The yang is very much the divine masculine energy. And that's not gender, but it's the energy, the divine masculine. It could have something to do with your work or career or finances, but it's definitely a sense of taking action, but taking action after listening to your intuition, like not reacting. Okay, there's a difference, right? It's about not reacting, it's about taking determined action after, getting some kind of energy. And then underneath that, we have never ending story and deep knowing. Now, the never ending story is kind of the card that indicates self criticism. Like, looking at past patterns and then, kind of sometimes going down that rabbit hole of falling into self-criticism. It is a sense of being too much in your head. And Libra, you are an air sign, so it could have something to do with that. But there's a deep knowing there. That's your intuition too. It's like your intuition is kind of almost pushing you into action. You could have, we're going to go to the tarot, but there's a chance that, regrets or, it's just the self-criticism, like just being too afraid to take action, not knowing what direction to go in. It's this sense of, I just don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything. And it's almost like your intuition tells you, no, now's the time. Take action. Okay, so let's go see what you might be taking action on, Libra. We're going to go to the tarot. Let's see. We're going to start with your present energy. So let's see what we have here. Justice. There you are. You're showing up in your own reading. You got to love that. Yeah, there's a sense of bringing something back into balance. So, there could be something, especially with this never-ending story. There's a situation, whether it's a relationship or a work situation, family, friend, romance. There's some situation that, is causing you to your ego. I'm just going to say, I think it's your ego is kind of like getting in the way. Okay. And I'm not saying like you're stubborn. I think you're just kind of like, your ego is feeding your fears. Your fears are, it's definitely a sense of like your fears are preventing you from taking action. And because of that, you're not quite in balance. And it's like your intuition, your spirit guides, your angels are kind of like, come on, Libra, we got to get you back into balance. And it's like, take some action, you can't just sit here. You can't just sit here anymore. You got to act on it. So let's go see. Let's see what your area of resistance or your obstacle is. Wheel of Fortune. So it could have something to do with the money. You're having a hard time getting the wheel to turn. That is your obstacle. Yeah. So it could be, there's like a business situation, financial situation, some type of money, finance, or career situation. To me, the Wheel of Fortune is mostly tangible, but it doesn't have to be. But you just feel like you're stuck. That's how this energy is. Like you cannot get unstuck. Really interesting. I also want to say both cards out so far are major arcana. So, we are in Libra season. You're showing up in your reading. This is kind of big. Let's see what your advice is. 5 of Cups. This card has been coming out a lot for everybody. I mean, The Five of Cups is the energy of looking at the past and not recognizing the blessings. I almost get this sense that you need a change of perspective. It's almost like the hangman energy. Like you need to not look at what you have lost. You know, that's kind of like this energy right here. Like not looking at what you've lost from the past, but of how you want to move forward in the future, being grateful for what you have. Now we're going to clarify these, but let's see what we have here. It could also be, this could be the energy of somebody you're dealing with. If you're not resonating with this, Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, having your ships come in. It is a sense of waiting. And we're going to clarify on the bottom, hangman. I'm not surprised. It has a very much of a hangman energy. So with the hangman, it really is about changing your perspective of something. Or somebody else changing their perspective. Because, you know, normally we walk around, we have our head up and our feet down. But the hangman hangs upside down to get a different perspective of the world. It's about a shift in perspective, about a shift about where to put your time and energy. Changing your perspective about where to put your time and energy. Yeah, you may feel like there's a lot of competition in business with the King of Pentacles here, or a lot of competition in, you know, a romantic situation. Like you're not the only person up for the up for the job or up for the long-term relationship, because the King of Pentacles, look at this, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, needing to bring this into balance. I get a sense too that you could be dealing with somebody else and the two of you have totally different perspectives, and it's about, you know, those perspectives need to be changed. You know, it's bringing disharmony, it's bringing sadness to this situation. Okay, so let's go clarify. Let's see what this, okay, they want them reshuffled. I shuffled before I started, so let's see. Yep, they like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the Justice card. The Moon, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords, the World. Endings and beginnings. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that every ending has an opportunity for a new beginning, right? But here, you know, we have your card. I feel like this may be you, but you may be seeking to be more balanced. There's a situation that there's secrets, something that you're not sure about. Like this is, you know, we also have the higher power. This is like your subconscious. This is like what you don't know. You're trying to move on from something. Both of these cards are about moving on. You're trying to move on from something that you're not sure of. It could be, you know, a relationship and you're not really sure of like where you stand with this person. Or it could be a job and you're like not sure. It's this sense of not being sure, of not knowing what the path is. Needing to move on so you can find clarity, or you need the clarity in order to become more balanced. There's definitely a sense of needing more balance. We have the Action card here too. We have exchanging gifts underneath there. Let's just clarify the Moon card and see what this Moon card is. Star, and the star tried to pop out when I was shuffling, but it didn't actually drop. So with the Moon card, the star is about healing, hopes and dreams. You know, I feel like somebody may have snatched your hopes and dreams in the middle of the night and taken off. And you're not sure why. Like, you're not really sure why. And you're trying to move on, but you're having a very difficult time. This is a lot of time and energy that you're trying to put into moving on and just not being able to find it. You're trying to heal from this situation. There's a lot of anxiety that this situation has brought you. And, we have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups here. King of Pentacles, is showing up twice. King of Pentacles is an energy of a spouse, can be the energy of a boss, father. Moving on, because I feel like you don't have the love in this situation. And it doesn't have to be romantic love, but I feel like, if it's a boss, the boss hasn't told you like how important you are to, the company or whatever. Or if it's a relationship, the person hasn't told you just how much they love you. Or it's a father that hasn't told you how much they love you. It's the energy of waiting for this and not getting it and trying to move on. It's kind of like this sense of, I don't know. Why can't they just tell me that they love me? Oh my gosh. Breaks my heart, Libra. Yeah, I get the sense that you've just been like waiting. Why won't they tell me that they love me? It's kind of like you don't know why. And so you're having a hard time moving on. You're having a hard time being yourself. You're having a hard time finding balance. You're kind of like in this energy of, oh my gosh, like you could see this pattern in perhaps all of your relationships. You're kind of like perhaps choosing people, like if this is your father, choosing people that are like your father, trying to find, or, mother, whoever this stands for. Somebody that will appreciate you, and you're just having a hard time. But you're choosing people. I get a sense that you're choosing people that may be like your father, employer, past spouse, or something, romantic connection, whoever this stands for. Like you keep picking that person, hoping. I really feel like this might be an inner child wound. Hoping to find somebody that represents, that's similar to them, that will express their love. It's almost like you really want this. You want somebody to express their love, and you really just can't find it. And you feel like in a sense, like this isn't going to resonate for everybody, but it's kind of like if you had a father that wouldn't express their love, then you also picked a romantic partner that was similar to your father and wouldn't express their love, right? And it's kind of like you keep having your hopes and dreams dashed, so you can't heal from this situation. You can't move on. You keep waiting for this to come in. That sense of the Three of Wands has come out twice, waiting for what it is that you want to come in. So let's take a look at this Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, the World card again. Just having a hard time getting past this is the sense that I get. Having a hard time getting past this. Wanting some offer to come in. Wanting this wheel to turn. Wanting to get past this. Really stuck energy. Wanting an offer. Definitely wanting a tangible offer. It's almost like you want proof that you are worthy of love, or that you are, the Queen of Wands is just very charismatic and everything. It's almost like you want a tangible, tangible proof is what they're saying to me. They're showing me, like a scroll, and it says, you are worthy. It's kind of like you want it almost in writing that you're worthy. You want, maybe you're hoping that this person will write you a letter and tell you how they feel. So let's move to this Five of Cups. King of Cups on the bottom. Okay, so you're kind of, here you are again. We have the King of Swords, air energy. It could be you, Gemini, or Aquarius. the Knight of Swords. You know, we have the Five of Cups here. An energy of being, you know, looking at the past. Looking at the past and not recognizing, you know, looking at what you've lost, but not recognizing what you still have. Let's clarify. We have the King of Cups on the bottom. Oh, Ace of Cups. Four of Wands. What you really want, oh my goodness, Tower. What you really want, I feel like for some of you, what you're really understanding is, you see how the Ten of Cups here is with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is an icy, you know, kind of energy. Now, this could stand for you, but I really kind of feel like you have, you know, the Ten of Cups and the King of Swords kind of like almost don't go together, right? Because the King of Swords is kind of an icy, very sharp, not very nurturing, not very loving, very cut and dry. And then you have the Ten of Cups. And it's almost as if you have your idea of a Ten of Cups, but you keep picking the King of Swords, okay? It's the energy, like you really want, like look at the Ten of Cups, right? It's loving. There's a lot of love in this card. And then there's not a lot of love in this energy, right? And it's kind of like you want this, but it's almost like you keep picking this. And it's kind of like, you know, look at it, right? You keep looking at the King of Swords. You're not choosing to really go for your Ten of Cups. What you're choosing is to try to replace this King of Swords energy. You're trying to replace this person in the past, right? That didn't give you the love. You're trying to get that. And so you keep picking people that perhaps, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but perhaps are very much that same type of energy instead of going after what you really want. And it's this energy of, you have this Tower moment, right? This aha moment where you change your perspective. Remember, we had the Hanged Man. It's like you get this epiphany of, wait a minute, I'm just trying to replace that same energy, but you know what, that person doesn't even deserve my love in the first place, so why am I trying to keep getting this person to love me? What I gotta do is just go out there and find the person that loves me for who I am. And because you get this epiphany, and then it's kind of like, look at all of this, Libra, right? The King of Cups is very emotional, you know, is willing to share their emotions, is very open-hearted. You know, the Ace of Cups is willing to share their love with you and accepts your love. That's the other thing. Like the King of Swords doesn't, he's kind of a stubborn energy, doesn't always accept what is being given him. He's kind of like, no, it's got to be my way or no way, right? And you bring in your Ace of Cups and the King of Swords is like, no, don't want that. And you're kind of like, okay, but you keep offering it to the King of Swords. It's like, oh, well, you know, it's kind of like, here's the King of Swords, and you're like, here's my Ace of Cups, here's my cup of love, and they go, no, I don't like it that way. And you go, oh, okay, well, do you like it this way? No, I don't like it that way. Oh, how about this way? No, don't like it that way. Oh, how about if I turn it this way? Do you like it now? No. But you keep coming back, kind of like, oh, but let me just offer it to you in another way. Well, the King of Cups is definitely different, right? You come in with your cup of love, and the King of Cups says, I love your cup. Here's my cup too. It's like, oh my gosh, like this is what you've really been wanting all your life. You know, the solid foundation, the Four of Wands is the happy home. You have this epiphany, like, I have just been chasing. It's almost like I've been chasing the wrong king. You know, We do. The King of Pentacles is not the King of Swords to me is kind of like the iciest, right? And the King of Pentacles is much more nurturing. But the King of Cups is definitely what you're looking for, Libra, right? It's kind of like, I want somebody that'll express their love. Yeah, really, it's like you have this epiphany. This retrograde could have been difficult for you because I feel like you're kind of like going down this rabbit hole of, oh, why do I keep getting this King of Swords energy? Isn't there anybody out there that, and it's kind of like, well, you're looking in the wrong direction. It's getting a different perspective. Okay. All right. Three of Wands. Look at this. Page of Wands. Yeah, I think you're just getting inspired. Look at this. Yeah. We have the Three of Wands. It's waiting for your ships to come in, but it's almost like you've been waiting for the wrong ship to come in, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a minute. It's even like she's standing there and she's looking in one direction. It's kind of like all of a sudden you realize, hey, she's not even looking at the ship she's holding. She's looking out at the sea, trying to find the right ship. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, wait a minute. I have a ship right here. Like, it's like you suddenly realize the blessings that you have already, like, wow, look at me. I look great. I have my independence. I have my freedom. I'm just going to sit in this energy of loving myself. I'm going to take action to put love into me, and I'm going to not worry about these energies of people that don't like me. Guess what? I like me. So I'm going to shine my light. I'm going to sit here and shine my light. And as soon as you do, you bring in the lovers. You bring in this balance. You bring in your counterpart. You bring in the person that takes a look at your ace, your cup of love and says, that's exactly what I've been waiting for. It's a really nice energy. Really nice energy. It is, your spirit guides and your angels are really trying to help you to get to that point of recognizing that you've just been kind of going after the wrong king, I guess, or queen, or whatever. It's just kind of like you've been just trying to replace something that you didn't have in the past, and that's an inner child wound. Sometimes when we don't get the love or the nurturing that we needed as a child, then we try to replace it in our romantic relationships later in life. And it's like I feel like you're getting that epiphany, like, why am I going after this same type of energy? That person didn't like me to begin with. Well, that's their problem, right, Libra? Like, you shine your light, you be you. And this is what you bring in. Your balanced counterpart. Really nice. Okay, so let's see what this is. The sacred flow of yes. Success and transformation. Really nice. The sacred flow of yes. I really feel like it's saying yes to yourself. Yes to your transformation. Yes to going in a different direction. Yes to taking a look at it from a different perspective. The other thing is that, for some of you, you could have been very stubborn about what it is that you wanted, and just staying in that energy. Oh, well, I have to have somebody that has a certain job or lifestyle or something like that. And then it's kind of like, yeah, but I keep dating or keep having relationships with people that have that, and it's not bringing me my happiness. It's really about, yeah, okay, wait a minute. It's listening to your heart. What does your heart really tell you? What is it that you really enjoy? And really look at the energy of that card, right? She's just really enjoying her life. Like, really embrace what you have. Don't worry about what you've lost. and then moving forward, shining your light brightly, and a very balanced, romantic energy comes in. Really nice. Oh, Libra, really nice. I really like this reading. Okay, well, I hope you also enjoyed it. And if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.